about some of the actions we do every day. And it really starts with messaging. I'm always sending messages back and forth. Same thing with emails, but I don't have to do that because I can do that all here in Webex. I'll go ahead and just type a quick hello and hit enter on my keyboard. Now, some more things you can do with your messages is you can hover over them and take a look over here on the right side. Ever put the wrong thing somewhere? Well, you can remove this. I can edit my own message. We can start threads. We can also add reactions. And this is something we can do with other messages that are also in the space. When I come back to the bottom, there's also additional formatting you can do. And if you would like to communicate through gifs, you can absolutely do that too. I always communicate through gifs. Sometimes I don't even need words. Now here you'll see there's a file that's been shared in the space, and you do this by clicking on the paperclip icon, choosing whether you would like to share that file from your computer, and you might also have the ability of being able to share files from OneDrive or SharePoint. Once the file is shared in the space, anybody can click on it, view the file, page through the file if it's multiple pages, and in the lower right corner we also have the option of being able to download it to our computer. And now it's available for me in my downloads folder. To get out of this view, simply close out. The other thing I can do is I can take screenshots. So here I can grab a little screenshot and post it here into the space. I'll just go ahead and close that out. Now all messages and files that we see in this area are persistent, meaning you can go back to the beginning of time and look at all of the messages, the links, and the files that have been shared in this space. Even if I was added to this space a little bit later by someone else, I can always go back and see the entire space history. So now that I've mentioned someone else, let's talk about these tabs at the top. Let's talk about the People tab. The People tab is going to show you who collaborates in this space. This orange indicator here is going to tell me that there are people outside of my organization, which is very handy to know when there are external people that participate in the space. Now, any one of us can continue to add people to this space. Sometimes the more the merrier. Maybe you've got something that you'd like to advertise, and hey, if you know someone else is interested, go ahead and add them to the space as well. But there's other times when we create spaces or we are a part of a space and we would prefer that no one else is added and we choose who comes in and who goes out. In that case, I'll need to click on this gear icon up here and I will need to make myself a moderator. Once I make myself a moderator of the space, then I am the only person that can add people and remove people from that space. And I can always right click on other space members and make them moderators too. That's a good thing to do when you've got a lot of activity in the space. Now let's talk about the Content tab. Remember that file that we saw in the messaging area? Well, for every file that's shared, you're going to see a thumbnail of that file that's been shared in the order in which it was posted in the space. There's also whiteboards. Whiteboards is where you can create a brand new whiteboard simply by clicking on the plus button. It opens up the whiteboard. You can draw right out on the whiteboard, and you can also add post-its as well. Simply click the check and then move that post-it where you'd like it to go. Now, if I want to go ahead and share this whiteboard with the other team members, I will go ahead and post the snapshot here. That will put it in the messaging area, and it will also put it here in the whiteboard area. These are all of the whiteboards that have been shared in the order of which they were shared, most recent to the top. And finally, there is the links button. And the links button is where you are going to find all of the links that have been shared in the space, the most recent one to the top. Thanks for watching.